How's it going, guys? It is British Snake HD here coming at you, my Blu-ray collection for January 2016. Stick around for the end of this video for a giveaway, and if my voice seems a bit weird, I'm just not feeling brilliant at the moment, so sorry about that. I tried to film this once already and I wasn't happy with it, so I'm redoing it now, so that's why it's so late. But without further ado, let's get started. We're going to split this into four sections. So the first section will be my box sets. So here we go then. So first we have Back to the Future trilogy. First Back to the Future is my favourite film of all time. The other two are great as well. So there's that one. The Cornetto trilogy, containing Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. Shaun of the Dead is my favourite, then Hot Fuzz, then The World's End. All good, but, you know, they never get as good as the first one. The Dark Knight trilogy, great Batman films. These are the films that got me into Batman. Most people prefer The Dark Knight, but my favourite in this collection is Batman Begins. We have the Harry Potter 8-film collection. Great films, grew up with these, just come to love them. My favourite two are The Goblet of Fire and The Deathly Hallows Part 2. I just can't distinguish between those two. We have The Hobbit. They're not as good as they should have been, but they're still decent. They're not the best, not the worst. I haven't got The Lord of the Rings at the moment because I'm waiting for a good price on the extended edition, but it's about £100 to buy at the moment, so I haven't got that right now, but I'll get around to it. Next we have Indiana Jones, Complete Adventures. Unfortunately, I had not actually seen this until Christmas this year. None of these films I'd ever seen until Christmas. And, I just love them. These are such great films. The fourth one is average, but the other three are great. I think Temple of Doom is really underrated as well. I just gotta say, I really do think that one's underrated. We have the Spider-Man trilogy. Yeah, these are just great films. Well, the first two are great. The third one's not so great. It's probably the worst Spider-Man film I've ever made, the third one. But the first two are great, and just great films from my childhood. We have Star Wars, Complete Saga. Huge Star Wars fan. New Hope is my favourite. I do think the prequels are decent. I don't think they're terrible. The only one I don't like is Attack of the Clones, and yes, I don't really mind Phantom Menace. I might be one of the few who don't mind it, but it's Attack of the Clones that I find unwatchable. And next up we have Ted and Ted 2. I had the first Ted on DVD, and when Ted 2 came out, it was about £4 more to get Ted on Blu-ray, so I just thought I'd get the two movie collection. So that's it for my box sets. Now we'll move on to the shelf, and we'll start with my normal Blu-rays. Okay guys, here are my normal Blu-rays. So first off we have Air Force One. I only got this a few days ago. I had some good things about this, and I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed this. This is just such a great film. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think this one's underrated. Not as good as the first Amazing Spider-Man, which I have on DVD, and not as good as the first two, the original trilogy, but definitely better than Spider-Man 3, sorry. A Million Ways to Die in the West. I think this is also really underrated. I enjoyed this a lot. Yeah, it's such a great Seth MacFarlane film. If you like Seth MacFarlane, you'll enjoy that. Anastasia. If you like animated films, you'll really enjoy this. Great music in this. It's basically a Disney film that isn't a Disney film, so definitely check it out. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. This is a pretty good comedy film. I enjoyed this. Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. Yeah, this is, I think this is much better than the first one. I laughed a lot more at this one than the first one. Walk Among the Tombstones. Liam Neeson's my favourite actor of all time, and this is such a great film. If you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it. Batman the movie. I wasn't so fond on this movie, I'll be honest. Some people love it, some people hate it. I respect that, and sadly I just hated it, so there you go. B-Movie, such an underrated animated film. If you enjoy animated films and you haven't checked this out, definitely check it out. It's a really good animated film. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. This is a really great film. Definitely deserved its Best Picture winner. Definitely a really good film. If you haven't checked it out, definitely recommend it. Just make sure you know what you're getting into when you buy this film, because some people expect this to be a superhero film, and it isn't a superhero film at all. Casino. Yeah, I got this for Christmas. This is a really good Martin Scorsese film. Not one that you can watch very often. It's very long. It's like 3 hours long. but it's definitely one that I'll be able to watch every few months. So I really enjoyed it. We have Castaway. I love Tom Hanks and love Robert Zemeckis. Robert Zemeckis is my joint favourite director of all time, and Tom Hanks is one of my favourite actors of all time. And this is a really good film. I've heard a lot of good things about The Martian, and apparently it's like Castaway is basically. I mean, The Martian is basically Castaway in space, apparently. So, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Honestly, I'm not too fond of this film. Steven Spielberg is my other favourite director of all time. And honestly, I wasn't too fond of this. I'll be honest. Mrs. Doubtfire. Really funny. Sorry. Really funny film. Robin Williams is great. Loved Robin Williams since I was a kid, and just such a great film. Fight Club. Haven't finished watching this yet. I'm currently watching this now. Just a really good film so far, though. I'm really enjoying it. Forrest Gump. Again, another film that deserved its Best Picture win. Great, one of my favourite films of all time. Just really great. Okay, now let's go on to the second shelf. Okay, so first off we have Four Lions. This is a really good comedy film. Definitely, if you're very sensitive, it's not for you. But if you're okay with things, you know, like this is a comedy about terrorists. So if you're not very good with that, then don't watch it. But if you don't mind that sort of thing, definitely check it out. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I really enjoyed this film. This is a film that I think that you either love or you'll hate. This is a film that I watch every Christmas. I really love it. Hook. Like I said, huge Robin Williams fan since I was a kid, and this is the film that I watched as a kid with Robin Williams in it. And it's one of my favourite films of all time. I think it's really underrated. And yeah, I think you should definitely check it out. Interstellar. This is a good film by Christopher Nolan. The ending's a bit odd, but I don't hate the ending. I just think it's a bit over the top, the ending, but it's a good film. Very ambitious. Jurassic Park. Yeah, this is not a film that I really enjoy. I'll be honest. I didn't enjoy it that much. I know everyone loves this film, and it's a bit of a classic to most people, but I didn't enjoy it. I'll be honest. I'm sorry about that, but I just couldn't get into it. Kingdom of the Secret Service. The biggest shock of the year for me. I was going into this film with my mate, not expecting that very much. Ended up going out thinking it was one of the best films I'd seen in a long time, and it's just such a great film. Mad Max Fury Road. This is actually my brother's. He gave it to me because I got him the anthology for Christmas, and he already had this, and I didn't know that. And he gave me this. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things, so I'll check it out at some point. Man of Steel. Not the best superhero film, but definitely a competent film. It stands its ground, its own. It's not terrible. A little bit over the top at the end, and you know, it's not the best, but it's not terrible. Non-Stop, like I said, huge fan of Liam Neeson. I'd say if you enjoy Air Force One, this is definitely this definitely does have some similarities to Air Force One. So if you like Air Force One, check this out. You might enjoy it. Not as good as Air Force One, but it's still good. 1 Hour Photo, such a creepy film. Different performance by Robin Williams, and a great performance by him. If you like Robin Williams and you haven't checked this out, this is one I definitely recommend. Paddington. Yeah, this is actually quite a funny film, surprisingly funny, and it's actually quite good. Definitely recommend it if you can check it out. Don't get fooled. I didn't expect it to be good at all, but so don't be fooled by, just what it is. It's actually a funny film, and it is pretty good. Paul. I love Simon Pegg and I love Nick Frost, so this is just another film, a good film from them. I think this is better than The World's End. I don't think it's as good as Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, though. Peter Pan. This is definitely one film that's not very well known, compared to other Peter Pan films. I see very few people actually have this, and it's actually a really good Peter Pan film. So if you enjoy the story of Peter Pan, this is a film to watch because it's basically the live-action version of the traditional story. Whereas films like Hook, and Pan's a prequel, Hook's set after. This is the one that's set at the time, and it's such a great film. Definitely recommend it. The Polar Express, my favourite Christmas film. I love watching this every year. So great film. Saving Private Ryan. I love this as well. Great Spielberg film, so I'm sure you all know about this one. Schindler's List, my second favourite film of all time. Such an amazing film. It really hits you when you watch it. It's such a great film. And here we have the bottom shelf. We have Scooby-Doo. This is a really good film. This is from my childhood. I really enjoyed this as a kid. Seventh Son, the worst film I've ever seen, based on my favourite books, and they made it into such a terrible film. Just terrible. They should be ashamed of making this film. Taken, this is just the ultimate Liam Neeson action film. They've fallen over. Taken 2, it's okay. I'll put it on the side there for now. Taken 3, it's terrible, but it's enjoyable. Taxi Driver, brilliant film. Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, great performances by Robert De Niro. And yeah, it's such a great film. Definitely recommend this if you haven't seen it already. And finally, Unknown, another Liam Neeson action film. Just really great action film from Liam Neeson. Definitely one of his best, although I will say that after the first watch it gets a bit boring. It's the kind of film that once you know the plot, it doesn't have the effects that it does. And I mean, I know people can say that about most films, but this one is a big example of that. If you've watched it, you'll know what I mean. But if you haven't, definitely watch it for that first watch, because it is great. And this shelf is definitely, that's it on this shelf. This is definitely a Liam Neeson dominated shelf. It's got 4 films out of like 7 that are Liam Neeson films on this shelf. And we're going to spin the shelf around now to go on to the other shelf, and they've got some more films on that side. Okay, and here we have my Disney collection. I'm not going to talk about these ones, so I'm sure a lot of people don't care about this, but I will have a Disney collection in the next few weeks, so if you're interested, check that out when I release it. And I will have a few new additions when I do that one, so you will be getting, it won't be the exact same as what I've got here, so I'll just say that before I start. Okay, so here we go. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, Dumbo, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, Aristocats. Oh, my throat's really going now. Robin Hood, Basil the Great Mouse Detective, Chicken Little. Why is Chicken Little there? That one's really out of place. I have no idea what that one's doing there. Hang on, give me a second. No, I'll put that to the side. I have no idea how that one got there, though. Really no idea. Aladdin, Lion King, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan, Brother Bear, and then Chicken Little should have gone here. Tangled, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Brother Bear 2, Return to Neverland, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Toy Story 3 movie collection, Cinderella live action movie, and Pirates of the Caribbean 4 movie collection. Now here are my Doctor Who Blu-rays. I have these in a completely different area like my Disney ones. I won't talk about these, but I'll have a Doctor Who collection coming out in March. So, and again, new editions will be, and there's also DVDs in this collection. So check that out if you're a fan of Doctor Who. So first we have the complete first series. I'm going to have to hurry up before my voice goes. The complete second series. The complete third series. The complete fourth series. The complete specials. The complete fifth series. The complete sixth series. The complete seventh series. Day of the Doctor. Time of the Doctor. And the complete 8th series and complete 9th series coming out in March. So now we'll go on to the giveaway video. Okay then, and if you want to have a chance to win the digital code for one of the movies I'm about to show you, all you have to do is like this video and comment in the bottom of the video what your favourite movie is that I own, and as well as one that you recommend that I should watch. And if you haven't seen any of the films in my collection, which I'd be very surprised if that was true, then just say which one that you would most like to watch that's in my collection, and then recommend one to me. There's no need to subscribe to my video subscribe to my channel, though if you would like to, then that's fully appreciated. So without further ado, let's go into the films that are up for offer with the digital code. So you have a chance to win A Million Ways to Die in the West, Birdman, The Grinch, Jurassic Park, Mad Max Fury Road, Seventh Son, Taken 3, or, and I didn't get this one out because it would be a bit of a hassle, Ted 1 or 2. So those are your options. Just comment in the description which one you want, as well as the film that you'd most like, the film that I own that you would, that you like the most, as well as one that you'd recommend to me. So that's all you have to do, very simple. Like the video and then comment those things in the description, and you have a chance of winning a code for free. So there you go then. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you all next time. So see you all then, guys.